this week to see my best friend from Australia and to also photograph a retreat just outside of Glastonbury, which I'm looking forward to. So big week ahead of me. Yeah, just looking forward to it. That's my new favourite thing in the world. Love to spray my face, spritz my face. Right in front of me. Oh my lord, I'm tired. I actually have a hot take about London because whilst it is a thriving, awesome, very, very fun city with tons to do, I think it is a little bit overrated. That's why I moved to Edinburgh. Like a lot of Australians move to the UK and think like that's the best place for them to move. And so when I moved over, so basically I decided to relocate, but decided to do like a 6-month kind of tester waters, because you can do a 6-month trip without a visa, like a holiday kind of, you know, allowance or whatever for 6 months in the UK. Give me. So instead of just like moving straight away, I flew over to the UK and just kind of like couch surfed for a while and checked out London, checked out Manchester, checked out Brighton, checked out, I can't remember where else I went. It was so long ago now, it's like 4 years ago. I came up to Edinburgh and just like knew that that was my city, and I just felt like London, again, while it had a lot to do, I just found it too frenetic, too busy. I didn't feel at peace, I didn't feel calm there, and when I came to Edinburgh I just felt like so connected to this city. I just thought, this is the place that I want to live. So a little old emo at heart, love some gothic architecture, love moody weather, and it just made sense for me to move to Edinburgh because it was a city that just captured my attention and my affections. I've been to Edinburgh before on the eve of my 26th birthday and was like, oh my god, this place is fucking amazing, I have to live here. And then I took a guided tour up to Isle of Skye the next day, which is actually with Caroline McQuiston, so you might follow her. She does like cozy living on the Isle of Skye. She's amazing, I absolutely adore her, and she was the driver on the bus tour for me. We met over a bagel one day. She invited everybody out to go to lunch to different places and recommended a bagel place, and I was like, oh, that sounds fab. So I went, and she said, nobody ever does the bagel place, nobody ever comes to the bagel place. And we had this amazing deep chat, and at the time she was telling me all about this guy at work that she was interested in, which plot twist is Lee, who she lives with in their beautiful home now. And I was telling her about, you know, I'd recently gone through a massive breakup after a 6-year relationship, or sorry, 5-year relationship, and wasn't really sure what to do, and she was like, you should move to Edinburgh. So that's what I did. So yeah, I went on this 5-day tour, and then I went home. I bought a ticket, so I was like, I'm going. And I came over and did that 6-month stint, and in that time I moved up to Edinburgh in Leith, and in that time hopped on the old Tinder, and that's when I met Billy. So yeah, I met him in that time, but I was already kind of set on moving to Edinburgh. It was already somewhere like in my mind that I wanted to go, and so I actually moved in with Billy really quickly. We'd only known each other for a month, and I moved into his house. I just think after I'd been in such a long relationship before, I thought, well, I'm gonna figure out pretty quickly whether I get along with somebody or not, and we did. And then the pandemic hit, and then I had to go back home. I was only to be home for 6 weeks, and then back home for 6 months. So Billy and I did long distance for 6 months. Really challenging for both of us. Anyway, we'll skip past all of that, and I moved over to Edinburgh in October 2020. I moved in into a flat with Billy there, and yeah, the rest is history now. We've got a house and we've got a cat, and we're currently on a partnership visa for those of you who are interested. So in case you're wondering, is it a pain in the ass? Yes. Is it expensive? Yes. You're gonna do it again? Yes. Is it even harder as a self-employed person? Yes. Is it even more difficult if both of you are self-employed? Yes. Is it worth it? Absolutely. What's the time? Okay, I need to hurry up because I've got half an hour until my cab gets here into the train station. So cue ambient music while Gabby's speed finishes. Actually going to shoot this retreat just outside of Glastonbury, so I've got to pack all of my camera gear. You're probably thinking, Gabby, why didn't you do this last night when your cab was here in like 10 minutes? That's a great question, my friend. Why didn't I do that? Because shooting for a job, especially if it's not in Edinburgh, I take doubles of everything. I've got like 4 batteries, 2 battery chargers in case one doesn't work, 2 different cameras, different lenses, because you just never know when technology might shoot you in the foot. Luckily, it never happened to me before, but never taken that risk. 1 minute then biscuits. Whoa. Right, we are ready to go. We're locked and loaded. Finished 1 minute before my cab gets here, so I call that efficient getting readying. We are heading to the train station to head off to London, get a prep for breakfast this morning, get a coffee, and go see my bestie! This is totally my fault because I do not know this area very well, but I went through like 3 taxis in the whole of Castle Cary and all 3 of them are booked up this morning. So we're trying to get to this location. I have managed to get onto somebody called Craig who is going to come and pick me up in 15 minutes and take me to our location. But yeah, small town vibes, guys.
Do it again.